Hi everybody. So today I'm going to do another look for beginners. Alright, so, or people who just want to brush up on the basics. You know, there's no shame in that, right? So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure your face is nice and clean. And you're going to make sure that you've done your proper skincare, right, which I have. And then you want to get all your products set out in front of you for ease of purpose. And then you want to get going on your makeup application. Now this shouldn't take very long. It's going to take longer for me because I'm explaining it to you, but it shouldn't take that long. Like, you know, once you get good at this, you guys, you should be able to bang this out in about 20 minutes. Yeah, about 15 to 20 minutes you should be able to do this, and it shouldn't take that long, guys. It really shouldn't. So today I'm using the Huda Beauty Easy Blur, and it's a great beginner foundation. It's one of the cheaper ones to use. I'm also going to be using the Milk Hydro Grip primer, so that my makeup is gripped properly so it sticks to my face, because you don't want, you know, stuff sliding everywhere. Now, yes, I do a proper skincare routine, but I'm a believer in primer. I just am. Okay, guys. It's just me. Some people aren't. I am. So there we go. Alright. Here we go. Now, I didn't use much primer, you guys. I didn't use very much. I just used, like 2 small pumps. And that should be enough. Maybe not. To cover my face. We'll see. We'll see how it goes here. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more. One more pump. That'll be it. There we go. Okay. One more little pump. It's gonna get right there. Alright. Okay, perfect, guys. Wonderful. Okay. Be beautiful. I like it. Okay. So this is me trying out the Hydro Grip again. I've tried it out once before. Didn't like it because I myself, when it came out, was new to me. So I was kind of like, what is this? And I didn't like it. So from then on, I didn't try it. Well, I was then introduced to another grippy primer that I really, really enjoyed. So I decided to go back to my primer, my Hydro Grip primer. Now, I have worked the foundation into my brush. I'm using a palette. I'll show you all what I'm using. This is my palette, right? That might look like a lot. It's not. It's just a tiny bit. So it's just spread out because I used another other stuff in it to bring a different effect. So there we go. You got it. Just tap it on in there. And like really tap, you guys. Like press hard. You want to get this into your skin, right? You just want to make sure that you get that nice and good into your skin, right? Okay, now I'm going to need a little bit more here. Okay, now I'll show you guys how much I have on my brush. I have to make sure it's not too much first, because I do not want too much on my brush, because too much on your brush equals a caked face. So if you're having problems with your makeup and you're having, like, look at that, guys. That's not much at all. That's hardly any. If you were to actually be here and see my brush, that's like nothing. That's really not much. That's a fluffed up brush there. I fluffed it up better for you guys. Look at that. That's nothing. So, there you go. So anyways, we're going to continue on with our face here. Right there, yeah. Perfect. Just gonna pounce it on in there. Tap it in, whatever you want to call it. I try and stay away from the term buff. Because buffing is more like this type of emotion. So buffing is more kind of this type of emotion. So you just want to press this in. Just once. Okay, so now we're pressed it in some more. I've gotten my chin done, as you can all see. You can see the part of my face that's done and the part of my face that's not done. See, this is uneven tone, right? This is not even tone. This is even. This is not. My eyes don't look at. We'll deal with them later, okay, guys? So right now, we're just paying attention to our face. See, look at that. I used every little bit on my brush. Do you see that? Perfect, eh? I know. But that's thanks to A, the brush, B, the primer, and C, me pouncing and trusting the process, because that's what you guys have to do. You just have to trust the process, everybody, and trust that it will all be okay. See, again, not much, right? So again, we go on this side of the face, always starting from the center and working out, you guys. So for the new people, you start from the center and work out. And why is that? Because you want to cover the more high traffic areas first and with the most amount of foundation. So you're going to want to cover the high traffic, which is your T-zone, right? Like around your mouth, around your nose, right here, right there, like high traffic So, like, if you're doing primer and you want to save on your primer, which is totally, like, it's a great thing if that's what you want to do. That's great. I did it today because primer for beginners is just a lot easier sometimes. So anyways, yeah. But here we go again. So now you're going to say, how come I'm not using a sponge or a beauty blender? Good reasons, you guys, good reasons. I was taught in my makeup academy that beauty blenders and sponges have a very specific and very small place. They do not play a big role in your daily makeup routine. Like, you shouldn't be using them in your daily makeup routine. But you know what? There's no rules of makeup. So if you're only comfortable with using, so when I first started out with makeup, yeah. Well, no, I didn't, because we didn't have sponges. But yes, we did. We had those wedges. So yeah, I guess I could say I used a sponge. They were really bad, though, back in the day. Yeah, got to do this a long time, you guys. So back in the day, yeah, it was quite scary. And that's how long I've been doing makeup for, is a long time. So, like, professionally. So anyways, yeah. So you just want to make sure that you press your foundation in. Use a brush, because brushes are better. And when I say use a brush, I mean use a good brush. Don't use just any brush. Use a good brush. Which brushes are good brushes? I use the BK Beauty brushes. Specifically, I use the Nikki Rose collaboration with BK Beauty and the Angie Hot and Flashing collaboration with BK Beauty. And of course, I use some of BK Beauty's brushes as well. So, I'm covered. I also have my brushes from when I was in the Makeup Academy, which are very good. And I have all of Makeup by Mario's brushes as well. So I'm stocked up, good and full, with great brushes that are just phenomenal. So yeah, I'm good to go. And I have, from when I started out, not when I started out, but when I started, when they came out, I bought them because I wanted to be able to teach people how to do makeup with brushes. That were cheaper, that didn't suck. Sorry for that word, but it's the truth. You have to find brushes that just don't hurt, sucky brushes. And if you're on a budget, that can be hard to do. So I have a piece of advice for everybody. If you're on a budget, a tight budget, and you are really into makeup, so you're really, really into makeup, but you're on a tight budget, then you know what you do. You buy yourself the Real Techniques brushes. That's what you buy yourself, is the Real Techniques brushes. You can get them at Walmart, or if you're in Canada, London Drugs. Yeah. So, really, world's your oyster, guys. Really check out the Real Techniques if you're on a budget, you guys. They're worth it. They're worth it. They aren't that expensive at all. And they're good brushes. So, I think like every pro swears by them to some degree. You know, everybody says it. Like, we all understand that when you start out, you're not probably going to want to invest a ton of money, or you may not be able to invest a ton of money into makeup when you first start out, you know, until you find out if it's something that you really want to get hot and heavy into. You know what I mean, guys? So, yeah, but if you're just the average everyday, you know, going to work and that's it, coming home and then taking your makeup off, you can do just Real Technique brushes. There we go. Perfect, everybody. Our foundation is done. Wonderful. Okie dokie. Now, we're going to grab our concealer, which is right here. I'm using the Tower 28 concealer. It is very, very good for dry and sensitive skin. Now, I will tell you. So I will tell you that dry and sensitive Tower 28 is one of the best brands for dry and sensitive skin, and that goes for all of their products, you guys. All of their products are that way. So yeah. So we put some here, and we go down here, and we put some right up there for a lift. Right? Don't worry about the middle. It's not important. It'll get covered. Don't worry. It's okay. And we're also gonna want to go over our eyelid. Not too much. Just a bit. There we go. Okay, so you just want enough to cover it up, right? Hence concealer or cover up. Anyways, there we go. So then we grab my kitten paw. I love my little kitten paw. It's a great brush. Look at that puppy. The kitten paw. It's a great brush, everybody. Look at that, baby. Wonderful, right? Okay, so then we just pounce this in. You want to stipple. See, there's the other word that you can use for tapping or pouncing is stippling. You just want to stipple that in. You do not want to drag at all. This is your eyes you're talking about, guys. And you gotta treat your eyes right and good, because they are very, very important. And if you don't treat them right, you'll pay for it later on in life, unfortunately. sad but true, you will. It sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, so there we go. We got one eye done, right? Okay, so now we have to do the other eye and move on to the next step. So this was step like 2. You could do concealer before your foundation or after your foundation. It's your choice, really. It's how you feel about it. Okay, so now our second eye is done. And that was magic, right? Oh, that was I didn't want to have to, make you guys watch it twice. So what this is called the Eye Schtick. And yes, it is pronounced that way. That is what they have named it, the Eye Schtick. And it's from Jamie Makeup. And it is absolutely phenomenal. I am loving it. It is worth every penny. It is a great base for your eyes so that you don't get creases, right? You guys get it? That's what you use it for. So, yes, the Eye Schtick. Everybody. So we're just gonna do this eye. Okay, so now we have, put our base on our eyes. So our eyes are ready to go for color. And we are now going to do our eyes. Now, you can, and you should, if you're a beginner, do your eyes first, unless you're using what I'm using. And I suggest that if you're a beginner, you try with this first, and then move to a powder. You know what I mean? So you take this. This is an Eye Caviar Stick by Laura Mercier. You can get cheaper ones. I have one here that's from Sephora in Fawn. That's quite nice. It's a shimmer stick. Actually, do you guys want to see Fawn? Because Fawn is quite nice. I've shown this one quite a few times. I'll showcase the cheaper brand just because I think that's better for beginners, because often that's where they're at, right? So we take our nice stick here. Do you see that? See how nice that is? It's got that nice shimmer to it. So yeah, just 1 second. So this is also like an everyday work color, just so you guys are aware. It is an everyday work color. It's quite nice. I like Fawn. Fawn is very nice. It's shimmer. It's got a shimmer to it. Just a second. I've locked myself out of my palette. I'm joking. I haven't really. Okay. So there we go. Yeah. There we go. That's gorgeous. And there it goes. On it goes. Yeah, that's nice, you guys. Mm-hmm. Look at that. So this is around $20 Canadian for this at Sephora. And it's the Sephora collection. Eyeshadow stick. Alright, you guys, you're doing wicked. But you have to make sure that you used something to not crease, so that you either set your eyes with a primer, or that you set your eyes with a concealer and then powder on top, and then do this over top of that, because you don't want your eyes to be creasing. And with this stuff, it will crease if you don't have something on your eyes that is anti-creasing. So yeah, that's just what you do. Okay, so this is the next step. Okay, everybody. So now we have done our eyeshadow and we're looking hot. You know it. So we're gonna cap our, always make sure you put your pen down once you're done with it, or you're gonna squish it at the top of your lid and you will hate yourself. Trust me, I know, I've done it. Yeah. Pros make mistakes too, you know. So, now, next up, we're gonna do our blush, okay? We are going to kick this up a notch. This is like, you know, nice blush. This is from Kosas. It's in Butterflies. It is a baked powder blush. I suggest that you buy baked powder blushes if you are new to makeup. If you're not used to doing makeup, I suggest that you buy this and not liquid or cream or even other powder. Baked blushes are where it's at for beginners, or just anybody who's wanting to, or struggling with their, or somebody who's struggling with their application of blush. Okay, there we go. That's gorgeous. Fill that in there. That's perfect. I want to kind of bring it up to the diagonal motion. We're going to bring this down to about there. And it's going to just nicely meld with the bronzer that I'm going to be putting on. See, I've nicely created a good blush, right? It's not real, but it looks real. Nobody else knows, do they? So that's the lovely thing about makeup.